When my son was, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, I gave him a pocket knife for his birthday. It was just a little Swiss Army knife. It wasn't anything big. And any guy in this room will tell you that when your daddy gives you a pocket knife for your birthday, that's more than a gift. That's a rite of passage. You've moved from boyhood to manhood. And like I said, it was just a little Swiss Army knife. He was having a great. Well, everything was fine. Till one day, Gail's looking out the kitchen window, and she sees our boy and his best friend jumping up and down the trampoline. My son's got the knife blade out. And she's like, no, no, no. You got to take that away. I said, no, you can't take it away. It's like a rite of passage. It'll break his heart. She goes, well, you better do something, because I'm not calling that other kid's mom, telling him he got stabbed because we let him jump up and down the trampoline with a knife. And I said, all right, I got it. So I walk out there and I said, hey, buddy, I said, I got an idea. I go, look, can I just see your knife? Because I thought, here's what I'll do. I'll take his knife. I'll go out in the garage. I'll cut the blade of the knife off, give him the rest of the knife back. He don't care. He's 5 years old. Have you ever tried to cut the blade off a knife? Well, for those of you who have not, let me tell you something. It's like made of steel. I'm in the garage with pliers aren't working, wire snips aren't working. I go, I need a pair of bolt cutters. So I put the knife in my pocket, drove over to the Home Depot to get a pair of bolt cutters. But they want $50 a pair. Yeah, I think that's a little overpriced. I mean, I only need it for one job. I know what I'll do. I'll just borrow their bolt cutters. I'll slip off behind the lumber section there, snip that blade off that knife, put the bolt cutters back, give my son his knife back. Everybody's happy. I'm in the corner of the Home Depot, hiding behind the plywood with a pair of basically stolen bolt cutters. And I'm squeezing on the blade of that knife, and I'm squeezing. I heard dink, and I went, ow, God. And I look, and the blade has flown into my shoulder. My shirt is soaking with blood. I'm like, what the hell? And I can't pull the blade out. I've seen those TV shows. Yeah, where a guy's got a knife sticking at him, he's just fine till some jackass pulls the blade out, and then he bleeds out right there. And let's face it, it's not like I can go to the Home Depot manager and go, hey, dude, I gave my son a pocket knife for his birthday, and you know that's like a rite of passage. But my wife saw him jumping up and down the trampoline with a knife blade out. Well, apparently that's a button push for her. Said, you got to take it away. I said, you can't take it away. It's like a rite of passage. She said, well, you better do something, because I'm not going to call that other boy's mom and tell him he got stabbed because we let him jump up and down the trampoline with a knife blade out. So I went in the garage. I tried pliers. They didn't work. Right? It's like made of steel. So I thought I went to Home Depot, get a pair of bolt cutters. They want $50 a pair. I think that's a little overpriced, don't you? I mean, I just want to borrow your bolt cutters. I don't need to buy the whole damn house. But, you know, I went behind the lumber sector with a pair of basically stolen bolt cutters, squeezed the blade off that knife, but it stuck me in the shoulder. I mean, I can't say that. So I just ran out of the Home Depot, dripping blood the whole way. I get in my car and I drive to one of those urgent care centers that's like in a mall parking lot. Let me tell you something. When you walk into an urgent care center with a knife blade sticking out of you, they freak. Well, they're the earache, sore throat people. They don't see blood. I walked in with that knife sticking at me, and this lady goes, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. We have a bleeder. We have a bleeder. They throw me on this gurney. They're running me down the hallway, and y'all, I literally had this thought, oh, my God, Bill, have you finally done something so stupid you're going to die from it? They put me in this room, and in walks this Indian doctor, Dr. Bashar, who I still stay in touch with this day. But that day, he didn't know me from Adam. And he walked in and took one look at me and went, good God, man, what happened to you? Dude, I gave my son a pocket knife for his birthday, and you know that's like a rite of passage. But my wife saw him jumping up down the trampoline with a knife blade out. Well, apparently that's a button push for her. Said, you got to take it away. I said, you can't take it away. It's like a rite of passage. It'll kill him. She goes, well, you better do something, because I'm not calling that other boy's mom telling me he got stabbed because we let him jump up and down the trampoline with a knife blade out. So I said, well, I know what I'll do. I'll cut the blade of the knife off. But good God, it's like made of steel. I tried pliers. They didn't work. Wire snips, they didn't work. So I thought I need a pair of bolt cutters. So I went to Home Depot to get a pair of bolt cutters. They want $50 a pair. I think that's a little overpriced, don't you? So I thought I'd borrow their bolt cutters, went behind the lumber section there, snipped that blade off that knife, but it stuck me in the shoulder. He goes, you are the dumbest man on the planet. He said, you're like that dog that chases the bird in the cartoons. I said, Wile E. Coyote? He goes, you are Wile E. Coyote. Don't let an anvil hit you in the head on the way out. It took him an hour and a half to sew me up. Not because the cut was very big, but because he kept laughing. And every nurse that would walk by, he'd go, please, please. You got to see the dumbest man on the planet. It's like he's making it up, but he's not. Then I had to go home and tell Gail why there's a $700 charge on our visa. And she's like, what is wrong with you? I go, well, this is basically your fault. She goes, how do you figure that? I go, if you just let him jump up and down the trampoline, everything would have been fine. But no. You had to throw a big hissy fit. Now look, I got a scar. Guess I won't be a model. Thanks.